Well, tonight, Atlanta school bus drivers who transport our most precious cargo say they are fed up.
They're being told to pay back unemployment benefits they received during the pandemic. The money fight has some considering quitting.
CBS 46 investigative reporter Rachel Polanski is live at the Georgia Department of Labor headquarters downtown. Rachel.
A few months back, I told you about thousands of Georgians who received unemployment benefits during the pandemic were being told they had to pay it back. Well, now we're learning, according to the Georgia Department of Labor, that was because they were either overpaid or they got benefits they were not entitled to. Well, our latest investigation reveals that's what's happening here. But this time, it's your children that could be impacted.
There's no 2 days that are staying on my bus.
Her camera roll is filled with memories, not from her personal life, from her job.
We just are sick of doing this.
Michelle Blue calls her bus the Dream Bus, and her passengers the Dream Crew.
Any young rider that gets on my bus, they know this is a special place.
It's the same for Charlotte Brown.
I love them. I love my babies.
Whose face lights up when she talks about her young riders.
My first priority is the kids.
But lately, both Atlanta bus drivers have been preoccupied after they got these letters from the Georgia Department of Labor, telling them they may have received unemployment money during the pandemic they were not eligible for, and they may be required to, quote, repay benefits already received.
It's very stressful, and it's humiliating to work for them and go through this.
Both Charlotte and Michelle applied and were approved for unemployment benefits in March 2020 when Atlanta public schools went virtual. And they say they're not at fault.
They say the claimant was not at fault for not working during this time.
Even if they were wrongly approved.
Then you will start to get collection letters.
The Georgia Department of Labor, on the other hand, says that's not how it works. And generally speaking, school bus drivers are not eligible to receive unemployment benefits as long as their employer gives them, quote, reasonable assurance that they will return to work when school is back in session.
We are required anytime we find that somebody was paid benefits they weren't supposed to get to attempt to recover that money.
A previous CBS 46 investigation uncovered that the state overpaid $84 million worth of unemployment benefits during the pandemic. So far, they've recovered or gotten back $38 million.
I just want to be vindicated because I don't owe you guys anything.
Both Michelle and Charlotte have since filed appeals with GDOL. So has Atlanta Public Schools, who denied our request for an interview but told us that APS, quote, continued to pay all its employees when the district pivoted to virtual learning, and even filed partial unemployment claims on behalf of district employees who experienced a reduction in work hours.
Help somebody else out and do 2 more routes.
But Michelle and Charlotte say they routinely take on extra routes, and the amount they received was not enough to survive.
I go above and beyond. I do 6, 7 routes, and this is how they treat the employees. I don't get it.
Once the appeals process is over, it's likely the overpayment process will begin.
Appealing.
But Michelle, Charlotte, and thousands of others like them will have another way to get off the hook by submitting an overpayment waiver, which GDOL says is the best option if no fraud is involved.
We're doing our best to provide a solution, and we believe this does provide them that solution.
Still,
because it feels like something that's just never going to end.
Michelle and Charlotte are losing hope and questioning whether they'll return to work this fall.
And then you want me to come back to work next year and give it my all as I do and I would, but it just doesn't seem fair to me.
Rachel, the question everybody wants to know is why did this happen in the first place, and why were bus drivers approved if they were not even eligible?
Yeah, that's a great question, and GDOL confirmed to me that thousands of people received these benefits that they shouldn't have received. That was in part because of the unprecedented number of claims that were submitted. Reporting live in Atlanta tonight, Rachel Polanski, CBS 46 News.